having been part of this movement, I know that these people will stop at nothing to fulfill their purposes. They believe that God is on their side, and they crave power in ways that most people would never even dream of. We have to fight. We have to fight at the polls.
Yeah, it's horrifying. I mean, people don't fully realize what these nutcases can and intend to do. They don't realize. And if they did, nobody would have ever voted for Donald Trump. I mean, I think people are starting to realize now. They're starting to see what Donald Trump had planned, some at the very least. But you know, in Germany, people believed that they could control Hitler, and that's why they did what they did. That's why they supported him. Von Papen was the leader ahead of Hitler, like before him, and he believed he could control Hitler. You can't control fascists, okay? You can't. You cannot control fascists. It's fraught. It's a lost cause, and it'll lead to your destruction. And now Tucker Carlson is warning people, hey, Donald Trump is trying to Nazify the country and erase free speech. Yeah, dumbass. I've been calling that since it started. You knew that this whole time. You knew that. You just chose not to care because you believed you could control him. Like the dummy that you are. You believed you could control him. Just like they believed that about Hitler. And here we are. All of the people that supported Donald Trump, like the ones that are in positions of power, Mitch McConnell, for example, believed they could control Trump. And that is why they allowed all of this to continue. Mitch McConnell knew damn well what the Nazis can do and what they did and how they rose to power. He knew damn well how that worked. The speaker or the House Majority Leader, or I'm sorry, the Senate Majority Leader, whatever it was, Mitch McConnell, he knew. All of these people knew damn well what they had to look forward to with Donald Trump and how this shit played out with Hitler. They knew. And not just Hitler, you know? That example's too extreme. Let's go with some more obvious contemporary ones. Erdogan in Turkey, Putin in Russia, Orban in Hungary. These people, these senators, knew full well exactly what was happening and just believed, like the fucking morons that they are, like the dumb motherfuckers that they are, that they could control Donald Trump. Exactly like everybody thought they could control the other dictators throughout history. Well, look where we are now. You dumb Tucker. You really did not see this coming? Really? I mean, that speaks to your intelligence, that you were that fucking blind, right? How the fuck did that happen? How were you so goddamn fucking blind? How are you effectively a member of the Nazi Party and so fucking blind to how Hitler took power? What? Seriously, I don't understand how these people are so goddamn fucking stupid. How are you such a sucker? He said that? Yes, he did. He said that. Absolutely. Candace Owens and Nick Fuentes are also in opposition to what Donald Trump is saying and doing right now on free speech. You dumb bitches. Really? You didn't see that coming. And you expect me to have, like, any appreciation at all for your intellect or whatever. It just blows me away how goddamn fucking stupid. How is it that everybody throughout history sees the same shit, the same fucking thing playing out identically? And they're like, it'll be different this time. I can control it this time. I can do this. I can make it happen this time. Are you the stupidest human beings on planet Earth? Let me actually, since I brought that up, let me just... Yeah, I believe that this is the video right here.
You hope that. You hope that Charlie Kirk's death won't be used by a group we now call bad actors to create a society that was the opposite of the one he worked to build. You hope that. You hope that a year from now, the turmoil we're seeing in the aftermath of his murder won't be leveraged to bring hate speech laws to this country.
You dumb I'm sorry, I don't like insulting people, but at this moment in time, I feel like this is an honest analysis of the situation. You dumb son of a bitch, really. Are you the stupidest motherfucker alive to say such a thing at this moment in time? Just a reminder, I would really appreciate it if you guys checked out my Patreon. If you're not going to donate, you don't have to, but follow me there at the very least. owenmorgan.com/Patreon. Just in case something happens with the government or whatever. It would be really good if you had some way to connect with me and my content. I'm really concerned about that. And maybe you should consider that for other creators too.
And trust me, if that does happen, there is never a more justified moment for civil disobedience than that, ever. And there never will be. Because if they can tell you what to say, they're telling you what to think.
Tucker, I've been telling you this. We, as a movement, the Democrats, everybody has been screaming this since 2016. And if that doesn't grab you, we've been screaming it since he started to run for president in 2023 or whenever it was. You got gummy bears in your ears? Why the f didn't you hear literally a single human being warning you about this? He knew this was coming. He knew it. He believed he could control it. Just like they believed they could control Hitler before his rise to power. Just like they believed they could control Orban in Hungary or whoever. They believed they could control it like the dumb motherfuckers that they are. And Tucker is now like, oh shit, I'm not sure I can. Yeah, everybody fucking knew that, except for your dumb ass. Everybody knew that you wouldn't be able to. You thought they couldn't fire you from Fox News, Tucker? Like, have you literally ever read a history book in your entire fucking life? I mean, a history book, not a propaganda book by Holocaust denier David Irving. A history book, not one that will validate your belief that the Nazi Party was right and just. Tucker, I say this in all sincerity and with no hate in my heart. You are dumb as dog shit. Now that, I mean, there is no if, ands, or buts about it. Coming out the other side of what we're seeing right now and listening to you speak these words, you're just dumb as dog shit.
There is nothing they can't do to you because they don't consider you human.
No shit. It literally took hate speech laws for you to get that.
They don't believe you have a soul. A human being with a soul, a free man, has a right to say what he believes, not to hurt other people, but to express his views. You hope that. You hope that Charlie Kirk's death...
It's repeated. Anyway, these people, dude, that's all I can say. These people. There's no more to that sentence. These people. Tell me what you think in the comments.